In 2025 and moving into 2026, almost everybody is on Instagram and your clients are there too. Instagram DMs are where deals happen, but the problem is most of you leave DMs unread, reply slowly, and have no way to track which leads are coming in and how to handle those conversations. We've built Instagram DM automations for over 100 Instagram accounts, and in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can build your own AI that sets appointments inside of your Instagram DMs, as well as how you can track every single lead inside of your Instagram inbox so that you never lose a single lead again, and get advanced analytics on what actually works and what doesn't. Now, before we actually build this, I'm going to show you a demo of how exactly the AI works. And for this, I'm going to go to this new Instagram account that I made at Emil Systems, and you can do the same thing on your own as well. I'm going to click on message and I'm going to send a DM saying system. This is immediately going to send me a free lead magnet, which takes people to a YouTube video of mine explaining the exact system that we offer. And from here, I can start a conversation. So I'm going to go ahead and say thanks. And as you can see, we got a reply back saying, of course, what's your story? What got you into tech/entrepreneurship space? And the reason why it's able to do this is because the AI that I'm about to show you how to build actually scrapes the profile of the person it's talking to. And as you can see here, it added all kinds of information about me. It knows my first name. It knows what companies I founded, OmniFusion, AutoID DM, and DM Tracker. It knows things about where I travel to, how the business is going, and a lot of different things about me, including my gender and topics that I'm interested in. Now, I can have a full-blown conversation with the AI, and the AI is actually going to try to identify pain points about me and actually book in a call so that I can learn more about what we offer. Now, we've taken multiple clients and doubled or tripled their revenue using this exact system, and one of them, for instance, we took from 30K a month to 70K a month, and another one we took from only 3K a month to 12K a month in just 60 days. Now, I'm about to show you exactly how to set this up, but if you want our help to do that, there's going to be a link down below in the description where you can schedule in a completely free call to see if it even makes sense and if we can actually help you in your situation. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, the tools we're going to need in order to make this happen are three specific tools. The first is n8n. n8n is what we're going to use to actually build the AI appointment setter, and I'm going to give you the template for this completely for free and show you how to customize it. The second is going to be ManyChat, and ManyChat is what we're going to use to actually automate our Instagram DMs and send the messages we receive to n8n, as well as send the reply that our AI generates back to the lead. And the third tool is going to be DM Tracker, which we're going to use to track all statistics for what is going on inside of our Instagram inbox, as well as track every single lead so we never forget to follow up with any lead ever again. All three tools have a free 14-day trial, and the links are going to be down below in the description. Now, once you've signed up to everything, we're going to need to import our n8n flow first. For this, I'm going to put the link to the free template down below in the description, which is going to take you to this page. Here is simply going to go ahead and click on n8n template, which is going to bring you to this file. Simply go ahead and download the file, go into your n8n and click on create workflow, and click on the three dots and click on import from file. Simply select the file that you just downloaded, click on open, and it's going to import this entire workflow automation. Now, don't worry, this may seem overwhelming, but I'm going to show you step by step how to adjust it so that you can get this going. To quickly explain the flow, we first receive the information from ManyChat on the specific user who sent us a message. We then check if we have details present for the specific lead and scrape their profile if we don't. We then set specific prompt values, which is going to determine the script and the behavior of the AI. Then the AI actually generates a response. If there is a human handover, so this has a human handover functionality, meaning if there's a reason that applies for that we want to end the conversation, it's going to end the conversation for us. And if we actually send out the message, we're going to first format the messages to remove any AI identifying formatting, such as a long M-, which is a clear giveaway that it's AI. This is the most real version of any AI appointment setter that you're going to find on YouTube. After we've set this up, we can go ahead and temporarily click on save, and we'll come back to this later. In the meantime, go ahead and sign up for ManyChat and connect your Instagram account. Once you've done that, go back to the free template link down below in the description, and this time we're going to go ahead and click on the ManyChat template. This is going to bring us to this page right here, which is the ManyChat flow, and you can simply go ahead and click on Save to ManyChat. Inside of your ManyChat account, when you go to Automations, you should see a folder that says Imported from AI Sales System. This is going to have the flow saying AI Flow YouTube Video, and you're going to open it up, and it's going to bring you to this page. Go ahead and click on Edit, and essentially what this flow does is it simply receives incoming messages, sends them to n8n, and builds all the logic around it. So when I send multiple messages to the AI, such as, for example, I've always been interested, just started my agency, it's going to treat this as one message and reply to all of them at once. So all of that logic is handled inside of this ManyChat flow. Now, when it comes to the M tracker, I'm going to show you exactly at the end of the video how you can set it up to track everything so that you can see how many messages you get, you can see your reply rate, as well as all follow-ups that are inside of your account for people who ghosted your messages that you need to follow up with. But first things first, we're going to focus on n8n and ManyChat to actually get the AI working before we worry about tracking. For this, we're going to go into n8n and go back to the flow that we just imported. Here, there's going to be a couple things that we need to do, which is first to set up our API keys. For this, we're going to click on the Set Keys field, which is going to open up this page right here. The first thing we're going to get is our ManyChat API key. For this, simply go into ManyChat, click on Settings, scroll down and find API, and copy out the API key that you see right here, or click on Generate if you don't already have one before copying it out. Then go back into n8n and paste it into this field right here. Next, we're going to go ahead and get a scrape API key. For this, you're going to find the link to a tool called Data Prism down below in the description. Now, if you don't actually want to do the scraping functionality, that's totally fine as well. In that case, you could simply take this node and connect it straight to here so that you skip the whole scraping functionality if you don't want to do any of that. If you do want to do the scraping, simply go and click on the link down below in the description. This actually gives you 1,000 free requests if you use my link down below. So for the first 1,000 Instagram profiles that you scrape, it's going to be completely for free. Simply go ahead and sign up. As you can see, we've done 35,000 Instagram scrapes in the past 30 days, so we use this tool heavily ourselves. In the API key section, go ahead and click on Create New API Key. Name it however you want to name it. I'm going to name it Emil YouTube Tutorial and click on Create. Then simply copy this key, go back into n8n, go back to the Set Keys section and paste in the Scrape API key. The next thing you're going to do is go back to ManyChat, go to your settings and find the Tags section. Here, there's going to be an ICP match tag that is automatically imported as part of your automation. You're simply going to hover over this and copy out the tag ID, go back into n8n, and add the tag ID right here. We're then going to find the AI active tag, which is going to determine when the AI is active and when it's not. For this, you're going to find the AI active tag in the same section, copy out the ID, go back into n8n, and paste it in right here. And finally, we're going to get the human handover tag. And for this, we're going to find the human handover tag right here, copy out the ID, and we're going to go ahead and paste it in right here. We've now done this setup, and now everything is linked to our ManyChat and all the tags are specified. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is go to the instructions section where we have the prompt values. Now, if you click on the AI setter and click on this little arrow in the bottom right hand corner, you can see that the entire prompt is formatted in a specific way, and we simply fill in variables. These variables are specified in the set prompt values field. So if you click on this, you're going to see the agent name, agent backstory, company name, business description, response plan instructions, which is your script essentially, and the instructions for how the AI should respond, specific response rules, knowledge about what you do, the style in which the AI should write, and any reasons that we may want to hand over the conversation to a human. Now, I've left all of my frameworks in here, so you can simply go ahead and click on the arrow, and you can see the exact prompt that I have in my setup, and you can simply go through this and adjust it to whatever your specific use case is. Now, I've made a separate video about prompting on this channel, so if you want more insights into how to prompt, go ahead and watch that video, but it should be pretty self-explanatory, and you can simply keep the framework that I have right here and adjust it to your specific business. Now, the last thing we're going to need to do is hook this up to OpenAI, which is what we're going to use to actually generate the response. For this, simply go to platform.openai.com/API-keys, and you can use the same account that you're using for your OpenAI ChatGPT account to sign into this API platform. One important thing you're going to need to do is go to your settings, find the billing, and go to payment methods and actually link a card so that your API calls will go through. You pay as you go, so you pay by token usage, and if you don't have a card linked, all of your API requests are going to decline and the actual setup will not work. Once you've done that, go back to your API keys section, click on create new secret key, call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it Emil YouTube, click on create secret key and copy out the key right here. You can then go back into n8n and go to any of the OpenAI nodes. Simply click on one of them. Where it says credential to connect with, click on the dropdown and click on create new credential. I'm going to name this Emil YouTube tutorial and paste in the API key that I just copied out. We're now going to go ahead and click on save. And if it says connection tested successfully, you've done everything correctly up until this point. We're now going to exit out of here and go over to the AI setter. And we have a little OpenAI chat model node right here, which we're going to take as well. And we're going to go ahead and where it says credential to connect with, select the specific credential that we just set up so that everything is linked. Now, once that is done, we are almost ready to actually implement this. So we're going to go ahead and click on save. We're going to go ahead and click on activate, which is going to turn on this workflow in production. We're then going to click on the main webhook, go to production URL and copy out the URL that you see right here. We're then going to go into ManyChat, go to automations and find the template that we just imported, which is going to be AI Flow YouTube video. We're going to go ahead and click on edit, find this node right here where it says n8n Flow. We're going to open that up. We're going to remove the URL that's currently in there so that it's completely blank and paste in the new URL that we just copied. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and click on save and update. Now, it's not live for all people inside of your Instagram DMs just yet, because as you will see at the beginning, it has a trigger saying user sends a message and it has to contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in order to test the AI that we just set up, we're simply going to go ahead and send a message to the account that we set it up on. And inside our message, we're going to make sure to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the beginning. I'm simply going to go ahead and say, hey, this is now going to run through our ManyChat flow. So if I go back into ManyChat and I go to conversations, all, I'm going to be able to see the message that we just received as well as everything that's going on in the backend. It's now going to wait 30 seconds to see if I send a second message before processing it, at which point we can go back into n8n, click on executions, and see that we just had an execution that completed where we can see it went through everything, it scraped the details of the lead, and it actually generated a message. So the incoming message that we have right here was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hey. And the reply that we got inside of n8n is, hey, what are you focused on with your page right now? If we go back into ManyChat, we can see that this message was sent out. And if we go into our Instagram DMs, we can see that we received the reply right here. I can now have a full-blown conversation to actually test this. I can say I'm building my agency. And all we need to do is make sure we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the beginning of every single message. Now, this is how you're going to test everything. And if you don't like something, simply go into your editor inside of n8n, go to your prompt values and adjust the values to change the behavior, such as, for instance, the response plan instructions or the response rules. By adjusting these variables, you're going to change the behavior of the AI and be able to adjust it over time. Now that we have the AI inside of our Instagram account, it's time to look into DM Tracker. Now, for DM Tracker, there's a free 14-day trial, so you can simply go ahead and sign up and complete the onboarding flow. Once you've completed the onboarding flow inside of your ManyChat, if you go to automations, you're going to see a folder saying imported from DM Tracker. The DM Tracker connection flow is going to be the one in question. And if you want to have the AI running together with this flow, you're going to need to go ahead and copy out this node right here. Simply click on it, do Control-C or Command-C on Mac, go back to the AI flow template, click on edit, paste in the node and move it to the beginning. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and connect this right here and connect this down here. Now, before the AI responds to any message, we're going to be tracking everything inside of DM Tracker so that we actually know which leads we're talking to and who ghosted us. Now, when it comes to actually using DM Tracker so that you can get outreaches, reply rates, and you can track all kinds of statistics, simply go to support.dmtracker.ai and you can find all guides over there. And when you sign up to DM Tracker, there's actually a free strategy call with myself when you sign up. So you can go ahead and sign up, book in that call with me. I'm going to be able to walk you through the exact use cases that make sense for your business. Now, once we're ready to take the AI live, we can go ahead and go to Settings, go to Instagram, and where it says Default Reply, we're going to go ahead and click on Select Existing. We're then going to select the specific AI Flow YouTube video. We're going to click on Pick This Automation. We're going to go onto this automation, click on Edit, go to the Default Reply trigger, and make sure it's selected as every time because we want every single message to go through this flow. Once you've done that and you're ready for the AI to start replying to conversations, you can go ahead and click on Update, and everything is going to be live. And now if somebody sends us a message, they no longer need to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can simply send a message, and any message they send will go through this flow. Now, if you want to change the time delay and how long we wait before replying, you can simply adjust these smart delay nodes to something like 90 seconds, which is usually going to be best practice. And that means after each message we receive, we're going to wait 90 seconds to see if they send a second message, and if they do, group it together before we end up replying. There's also an option to only reply to people who have a specific tag called AI Active, and if you want that set up, you can move the trigger to the left, take the Actions node where it has the DM tracker action, disconnect this, and connect it to the AI Active tag down here first. Now it's going to check if this tag is applied to the contact before it actually ends up replying. So if you wanted to, for example, only have this live for new contacts, you could go to Automation, click on New Automation, click on Start from Scratch, start with a blank, go ahead and set up a trigger, click on Contact Events, and select New Contact Created. You would then go ahead and click on Save, then add an action, and in the action, we would add the tag AI Active, and if we take this live, it would now only trigger for new contacts, meaning all existing people we're talking to will not be triggered by the AI. And whenever a new conversation starts and a new contact gets created inside of ManyChat, we're going to add the tag AI Active, and inside the flow, we're going to be checking for that specific tag before we actually reply. And if they don't have the tag, we're not going to reply to their message. You now have the foundation of a very complex system that we use to manage over 100 Instagram accounts and generate sales and book calls on autopilot. DM Tracker is an essential part of this entire system, along with the AI built inside of n8n. Now, if you need help implementing this and you don't want to do it yourself and you want to let someone who has done it over 100 times handle it for you, go ahead and click the link down below in the description, schedule in a free call. Worst case, you're going to learn something, and best case, we're going to make a lot of money together. And with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below.